Greetings, fellow beings. Ho ho, it's Friday. Happy Friday, everybody. This is going to be an amazing Friday. I'm very excited. I hope you are too. We're going to talk something I don't normally talk. Talk about a debate. And not for any other reason than it's major news. We're going to use the news stories to talk about it. And frankly, Hollywood is in full-blown panic. And so is a large part of the establishment. So, yeah. Anyway, let's say hi to each and every one of you, including those of you who were here early, like FKHC 2005. We've got low-spec Linux laptop in the house. Also, a reminder, I dropped the video at the early o'clock hour. You're going to want to go back and check it. Acolyte Season 2 canceled? Drew Lavers is in the house. Great to see you, Drew. We got Last Call with Troy Pacelli. What's going on? Dice Media Group. How's it going? We got Evil Ramen. What's up? Good to see you. Fish Jones says, please don't blatantly discuss politics, CC. There are so-called experts in the mainstream media who are woefully unqualified to discuss them already. There are enough bad people out there. Well, Fish Jones, I promise to keep it in the lines. We're going to talk about it in the context of Hollywood's reaction. I think we'll keep it there. I'll try. Again, I don't normally do this, but this will be just in the lines. Netto Reaper, what's up? Smoking a hog and a chicken. Yum. Oh, I bet you that chicken's going to be delicious. Yeah, they're panicking. They're really panicking, my friend. I'm not panicking. It is weird, though. I will grant you that. I don't talk politics as other people would on their channel. Today, this relates to Hollywood. It's a good conversation. M&M Fish is in the house. Good to see you. Good to see you. Look at them kitties. We got the amazing Al Humphreys. What's up, Al? We got Dr. Megatron. And our good friend Shrap 3D. Who else is out there? Judicon. Judicon is out there. We got SFX F314 Sabertooth Raptor. What's going on, my friend? Joseph A. Good morning to you. Stitch. Stitch is here. So is Lil Mouse. Brady Raid. Follow the Bradley's fun. Who else is out there? We got a few others. Miss Pico Cafe. Over on the Green Machine, I'm looking at BMO Beta. And some imagination, a low-spec Linux gaming, and wow, Miss Pico Cafe is over there as well. Amazing. Lord Thundar, what's up? Choked on my own words. Randall Orser, good morning to you. Sander Hammerslag, I hope your day is good. We got D-Bud Martin out there. JPRPH1. And of course, Jonathan Conroy. Hello. Matt G. What's up, Matt G? Is this live? Razorburn. How's my favorite skinny puppy fan? I gotta go. I'm digging out some shirts, man. I'm gonna start wearing them. I don't like to talk politics on my channel. Yep. I don't. But we are in the context of Hollywood today. It's gonna be fine, everybody. Kaliki Okedi. Hope you're doing well, buddy. Our good friend Morgan King. The USS Cushing. Hello. Steven! I'm mystified anyone is surprised about last night. Mystify me. The Linux S for you. Hey, good morning, Ruby Hoob, and thank you for gifting the Culture Casino membership. Kath! Summer has finally hit the UK. Hi, Culture. Hi, Kath. Thank you. It's hot as heck there, according to my friends. And you. Bad Bill. Afternoon to you. The lovely Jillian N is here. Good to see you, dear. I hope everybody has a great Friday, an incredible weekend. I have to go see movies. Oh, no. Renee, what's up? Renee's Ramblings. We got JB's spooky review out there. The Bat Cap. Oh, what a night. Late December back in 63. Yeah. Just another red shirt. Hail, Mr. Shirt. DS Ford is out there as well. And our favorite penguin, Punk Waddle. What's up, Punk? Hey, James Woolard. Good to see you. Lou Wasserman's Ghost. Fish Jones, we can talk about it as media. Yeah, that's exactly what I'm doing. I mean, it's really just reactions we're fishing for here, so to speak. Right Cheer is Right Cheer. And we are go. Everybody, it's the Bosco scenario. Check that channel out with my buddy Guy Scar. Hello. Black Saber, the shock of paper. Keep right, buddy. Luis Messina. Hello. You're live. Daniel Brewer, what's up, buddy? Hoove is here. TGIF, everyone. Have a great weekend. That's right. Culturitos. Oh, hello, sassy lass. Hello. All right, everybody. 6 minutes starts now. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, or good night, wherever you are, whenever you're watching. Thanks for checking out the 6 Minute Daily. We do it daily, or at least Monday through Friday anyway. We have a Saturday update and, of course, a late night Sunday show. But today, just a quick reminder, I've got a very special guest. The Sundowners Club will be joining me for the Friday Post Flight, which comes on right after FNT. That's right, my buddy Gary. All right, let's get to it. We'll start here with the IATSE. They finally have made it official after I talked a little bit about it yesterday morning. There will be no strike this summer. The tentative deal stands, and it will progress forward in a way that I think will be constructive. The only thing left are the video game actors. We talked about them yesterday, but we're to the headline here, and we've got a lot of them. Deadline. It's a game-changing debate that sends Democrats into panic and shock over Joe's performance. Now, I'm going to read headlines. This is Hollywood's reaction, folks. This is a big deal, okay? Variety said Biden should never have debated Trump, and CNN did him no favor. So it's CNN's fault, according to Variety. Now, mind you, all three of the papers, the trade papers, are owned by the same media company. They're owned by Penske Media Group, PMC. And I'll just tell you this. They all have the same take. They all have the same tone. Hollywood Reporter. Critics Notebook. CNN's Biden-Trump presidential debate was a depressing and distressing display. This is not the reaction that you would expect from these people. But this pair represents the standard bearer for all that is destructive in the world in every single way. And the other guy who is a hothead, somewhat humorous master businessman. So you have like these two sides of the road. You have the career politician versus somebody who actually had to go out there and prove it. It's a different thing. And if people just looked at it in that way, I don't know what other outcome the media was expecting last night. You look at, Deadline coming in with this one saying Hollywood appears nervous about Joe Biden's chances in debates aftermath. That's that's last night's second headline about this. That's not even this morning's headlines about this. It didn't go great. And obviously, Hollywood, where's Hollywood aligned in this image? They're going to tell you a story in a picture. The performances were on display for all to see, and you honestly did not have to watch the debate, just a few of the clips along the way, and you were informed about how things were going. But hey, we're moving on. We're going to move on to the fact that Black Panther star Leticia Wright is teasing that she's going to be in more MCU stuff. I think we could have expected that. I think we're going to expect Disney to continue to lean into their replacement characters. I think that's going to be a thing. We got A Quiet Place setting a franchise record open. One of the problems with the way you present information like this is even though there was a $5 million preview, if you go back in time, is it really setting a record for a preview? Because you have massive inflation plus the additional increase in ticket prices on top of that, beyond what the inflationary measures would be. So how things are spun in any of these articles are things we need to pay attention to. Media savvy, media awareness is something we're going to need to keep top of mind for the next 6 months. That's all I'm going to ask, and I'm going to be right there with you. If I miss something, let me know, and I will try to keep you from missing anything when it comes to this. So was this really a stretch for this film? No. But I hope it does good. I like the films. Guess what? LeBron got his wish. He's going to get to play with Bronny because, as will come to no surprise, Bronny got picked up by the Lakers with the 55th pick. Predictable. And nobody else was going to even try to sign this guy because they knew where he wanted to go. The jury hit the NFL yesterday with a $4.7 billion judgment because of Sunday Ticket. Yikes. The Federal Reserve's preferred inflation gauge, directed them to do what they did with inflation. So the stock market jumped, like it always does. And doesn't look good for Nike, though. Looks good for the markets. Uber and Lyft get hit for a $32.50 per hour payment to drivers for them. I don't know how much longer they'll be in Massachusetts. Probably not long. Argentinian Congress gives President Milei a win, and it's going to be a win for the country. Sweeping economic reforms. California's got some reforms of their own, and it's going to allow people to basically sue employers over labor violations. This is going to not help California at all. What's not going to help the country is if the administration, the Biden administration, blocks a high-pressure liquefied natural gas project that's actually got every green light but the energy department. Tractor Supply gave everybody a big win yesterday in rolling back and deciding to be an American company again without any of the other garbage that comes along with BlackRock, Vanguard, etc. And I'll read this letter in just a moment with bonus time. And then, of course, we've got a bear story, which I'm going to push into bonus time, guys, so we can do all of that. Say hi to Mr. H, everybody. Thank you, Nate. Check out Mr. H Reviews and our show, The Hcast, your favorite afternoon, evening podcast. All right, guys, let's get straight to bonus time. Hello, everybody. And looks like my pal, my buddy from That Park Place is in the house, otherwise known as Jonas J. Campbell. Look at all these great people. We've got Standing Bear. How does the name of a town panic? Well, I mean, the occupants of the 15 blocks that run the media establishment, well, not really, but the people who make it anyway, yeah, they're a little upset. I mean, they're panicking. Their favorite horse is, well, whatever. The one who keeps us in the know, rocking it out. Well, thank you for that, Carl's Place. I appreciate that. Terry Scott, good morning. You guys, let's look at this bear story real quick, if you don't mind. Please let me. Please. Let's do it. Let's do it. Boom. Bear story. I love bear stories. All right, let's get to it. So a bear crashes a camping cool family's anniversary. That's right. This bear showed up and messed up this minivan. Probably because it had stuff in it that smelled good. Anyway, let's take a look at the video real quick, coming from CBS 13 in Sacramento. Let's take a look real quick. There's the bear, who's already, they had to break him out. Let's go back to the beginning of the video. They had to actually break the bear out. So they use that stick to break the windshield, or excuse me, the side window. And then, clap and make noise after letting the bear out. Who's kind of worried that, there's people around. And, yep, there he goes. Ba-ba-da-ba. Anyway, this bear completely jacked up this car. Look at that. That is no bueno. That car is now officially totaled. No kidding. Yep. Not great. Real quick, we're going to backtrack. We're going to take a look at the Tractor Supply. statement here. Thank you, Terry Scott, for hanging around. Sorry, I didn't mean to leave you up there for so long. So for more than 85 years, Tractor Supply has been focused on one thing, serving life out here. That's right. Every day, our 50,000 team members take care of our customers like family. We deeply value our relationship with our customers and communities we call home. We are passionate about being good neighbors in our hometowns, and they talk about all their good works. And then they say this: we work hard to live up to our mission and values every day and represent the values of the communities and customers we serve. We have heard from customers that we've disappointed them. We've taken this feedback to heart. So going forward, we will ensure our activities are giving time directly to our business. I'll try that again. Going forward, we ensure our activities and giving tie directly to our business. That makes sense. For instance, this means we will, 1, no longer submit data to HRC, the Human Rights Campaign. If you look into them, you'll know why. 2, refocus our team members' engagement groups on mentoring, networking, and supporting the business. Well, that's important. 3, further focus on rural America priorities, including agricultural education, animal welfare, veterans causes, and being a good neighbor, and stop sponsoring non-business activities like pride festivals and voting campaigns. 4, eliminate DEI roles and retire our current DEI goals while still ensuring a respectful environment. And 5, withdraw our carbon emissions goals and focus on our land and water conservation efforts. So we'll continue to listen to our customers and team members. You can trust. Your trust and confidence in us are of the utmost importance, and we don't take that lightly. As we look forward to celebrating the nation's independence, we also celebrate our more than 50,000 team members across 2,250 stores. Rural communities are the backbone of our nation and what make America great. We are honored to be part of them. We are always here and ready to serve you and your family with our legendary service for the life you love. And there you go. And there you go. Interesting. Very strange. To some, not to me. They realized they did not want to be Target or some of these other companies, right? They realized that. I want to say thank you to both Ruby Hoove and Hoove for gifting Culture Casino memberships. We've got a super chat from Kaliki Okedi. What's up, Kaliki Oki? Says, had a hard time understanding Biden yesterday. Was I the only one? I think there were many factors going on yesterday. To a certain extent, there had been an excuse out there that he had a cold. That's an unfortunate kind of timing. He was really raspy. And he didn't complete sentences, especially towards the end of paragraphs. For some reason, he kept digging in his ear. There were like 3 or 4 times. I have my suspicions, but, draw your own conclusions. And there was some actual bona fide moments of confusion. There was a lot of weird back and forth. At various points, for lack of a better way to describe it. And he really kind of wore emotion on his sleeve, if you were observing it. But that's strange. There were moments at which I felt like it got very personal between them. That's the kind of thing I don't think that most people that watch a debate want to see. They'd like to see some more civility. I think that kind of went out the window around the Clinton-Bush era when Dick Morris, who was in charge of the Clinton campaigns at the time, decided to lean into something that he termed wedge issues. And from that point forward, there were coalitions, groups that were put together in order to try to maintain power, and versus, the other side, which didn't really have coalitions, per se, just people. So the politics of division kind of started off very aggressively then. It had already existed probably since Kennedy Nixon. But, yeah. Anyway, it doesn't matter. I don't really want to talk too much about the politics of it all. I'll just say that I think your observation was something in line with a lot of people's thinking. New channel idea. Bear Story Time with CC. Thank you for the $5 super chat. I appreciate that. Thank you, Kalikio Ketty. And is this live with this $5? I think that sounds like fun. I wonder if I could clip out just the bear stories. That'd be a lot of fun. We got a member chat from the amazing Ruby Hoove, who's been a member for 2 months. Thank you, dear. Saying, getting a Maine Coon kitten. Yay! Oh, the day after Independence Day. That's awesome. That's amazing. And Cyrano, 2960 gifts, a Culture Casino membership. Thank you for that, everyone. The memberships grow. Oh, you guys are all incredible. Thank you. We also got some commentary out there. Put a bear onesie and read to us, Culture. You know what? I tell you what, I've been trying to get to 50K for over a month now, and I am locked down. I am sitting at 24.5 or below or just above and just keep getting pummeled down. I'm being suppressed. So if I overcome the suppression and I can do my cosplay at 50K of Hobo Gandalf, that'll be great. And then I will entertain, you know what? How about at 70,000 I do a bear onesie? I would do it. Jay did it. I could do it. I won't be a Canadian bear, though. It'll be some other kind of bear. I'm going to need help sourcing that, by the way. Sean Carter got in at 3 months. Thank you, Sean. Sean says, Biden was right when he said, blue flu mood, yes. Yeah, I don't know. There was a lot of things I don't know. I like I said, I will just read what you put, guys. Black Saber, the Shark of Paper, says, don't turn into a furry. Hey, I don't think I will. Monkey Jeebus says, Culture, can you help Makini? He's feeling, oh, absolutely. Yeah. Let me reach out to Mock, dude. I love Makini. Makini and I came up together. Thank you for that, Monkey Jeebus. I appreciate that. Yeah, I will definitely check in with my brother because, man, I love that kid. He's great. A lot. Love that kid a lot. We got another member chat. Oh, this one is from Last Call. 19 months, brother. Thank you for the support. Says, I keep forgetting about these. Thanks, Culture. No, thank you. You guys should check him out, too. He's got a great channel. He and Netters, everybody else. We got a whole group. Jesse and Diesel and all of our intertwining channels. You guys are great. Oh, the lovely Sherry. Good to see you, dear. Lovely Sherry says, hey, we love Hobo Gandalf. Well, thank you. I look very much like that. 6 just clipped the bear onesie thing. That's fine. I will fulfill that bet, but somebody has to help me source that or send it to me because, dang. It might take a bear onesie to break 69K. Valentino Doggy, maybe. It's a cute puppers. Daryl Brewer gives 5 Culture Casino memberships. That means GB. Double back again. Robbie, otherwise known as Release the McCracken. Thanatos Felicitas. And Arthur Goodnessash. I'm trying to sound that out. And that's an amazing picture. Holy cow. Thank you, Arthur. Running with Scissors. CC is a panda bear. I'd consider that. I would consider that. Native Hawaiian. What's going on? 808 in the house. What's up? Says, when Biden said, stood there with mouth open, I felt that. To be fair, I've stood aghast with my mouth open. I got a bearskin rug you can drape over yourself. Dude, that's heavy. Nano, you know how heavy those things are. They weigh like a ton. Heavy as heck. Plus, they're hot and itchy. Eesh. Great rugs, though. There he is. This is my guest today. In fact, as soon as I'm done with this stream, I'm going to put the thumbnail together, and you're going to get to see the Sundowners Club today at 4:30 p.m. Pacific, which I think makes that 7:30 p.m. Eastern. I think that's the math. And, so he'll be joining me. We're going to do the normal 3 questions and do everything from there. So I can't wait to put this together, actually. Sundowners Club says, I'm not a conspiracy theorist, but this looked set up to mess over Biden out there so they could replace him before the convention. I don't know about that. So kitty culture coming soon. I'm still not ready to have an animal again, guys. A pet, something that I love dearly. I know it's been, a little while since I lost Bear Dog, but I'm still reeling, kids. Still reeling. Let's see. I'm sorry, but Google Pay will not accept my card to purchase gifts as I wanted to give back. I'm also concerned it will not auto pay for my monthly membership to you. That's weird. But you know what? Sassy Lass, I appreciate your support. And, don't sweat it. Let's see. We got Q2 Cast TV. Just stop by for a bit. I hope you're doing well. You got things together yet? I need to get to promote you some more. Do check out Q2 Cast TV, folks. Where else is happening? Long funny story I will not share. All right, Lou. By the way, Lou and I hang out on That Park Place, where you can see amazing stuff like That Park Place live. It's always fun. We do extra magic hours, talk about all kinds of fun things. I saw something weird on the right-hand side. Let's see. Thank you, 6. Pre-sub to the Sundowners Club to prep for tonight's stream. I agree with that. Thank you, 6. My mods work hard. I just want to say this. For those of you who wrench on every platform, Miss Pico Cafe, Eric K, 6, Big Daddy MRI, Matt G. There's so many of you. Just Another Red Shirt, D-Bud Martin. I really do have the all-star team of mods. And I want to say thanks to each and every one of you. And I mean it, genuinely. You guys, I feel that love. And once again, I just want to say thanks to Daryl Brewer for the 5 Culture Casino memberships. I know I already mentioned them, but thank you. Anyway. Oh, yeah, definitely don't forget Olaf. Olaf works as a mod for everybody. I don't know what that guy does. I don't think he sleeps. Hey, Alyssa. Love getting my morning updates live. Sometimes I get the rerun. Well, thank you. I tell you what, if you're part of the replay gang right now, let me know in the comments below, just for fun. Oh, double check that the little subscribe button is gray and says subscribed, and then turn all your things on so you won't miss great videos like I dropped this morning, which is linked in the top part above. Midnight's Edge in the Morning is going to come up next. I'm going to talk for a few more minutes. We're probably going to only end up with bonus time, maybe 3 times a week, guys, because I am pushing a new channel, That Game Place. A lot of you may have seen it. It's amazing. I am editing like crazy. I got another 2 videos to take care of today for that. Got to record another one, so I have a video for tomorrow. Plus, you have the Saturday morning update. I hope you're there. We're going to try to do the members stream on Sunday mornings, so keep that. That one's private, and it's open for all members. I'll put all that in the community tab, another reason to have your notifications turned on, and hopefully everybody can roll through. And 6 is correct. Do not take your modding so serious that you miss your life. Please don't. Yeah. Kid with one shoe. I think I saw Channel Surf and Frank, and TZ Burton. All right, guys, what do you want to talk about? I mean, you got Echo Base Network out there. They're part of this amazing video. They're part of this amazing video that it was just genius. Coach and Nick, you guys are going to see it soon. Man, Someday I want to wear cool hats like those guys, which means I got to send them a rooster hat. And then we'll all be wearing the cool hat. See how I did that? Anyway, Echo Bay says, you don't even know this, but I'm going to tell you. You're one of my favorite commentators, my friend. Always an easy listen and so welcoming. Plus, you have great intellect. Keep rolling. Wow. Did I look like somebody ran over my foot? Did I need that? No, I'm kidding. Thank you very much for the compliment. I appreciate you. I love you guys, too. You know that. I'm there. I'm usually hiding in the back because when I chat, the chat goes bananas. Yeah. Sundowners is like, what's up, Coach? That's right. What's up, Coach? Everybody loves Coach. And Nick. People love Nick, too. Don't tell anybody. Don't tell Nick. Now watch, that's Nick. Punk, hey, Punk, you and I need to work together again. I've got some stuff I need to turn into bits for the Sunday night show. So, yeah. Sunday morning at 3 a.m. Eastern works for me. That's midnight on the West Coast there. 6, you are crazy. But I'll put it up. I'll try and put it up later. Very Victorian lady, good morning to you. Yeah, we're not doing this. Yeah, midnight West Coast, Arizona. I think there's a lot of states that are currently on Pacific time right now. So yeah, no thank you. Ooh, did this great intellect make my channel look fat? Oh my gosh, Paul Chatto. What is going on right now? It's like the who's who in here. Paul Chatto's like, great intellect? Yeah, I know, dude. Hey, yeah, leave it to a Canadian to kick a guy when he's down. That's right. Go love all over Coach over there. That's right. Check out his channel too. I love you guys. Seriously, what did you guys want to visit about? We already talked about how Hollywood's panicking. I obviously have some deeply held political opinions, but I'm very thoughtful about them. And when I have to update my thinking, I do. I hope everybody's like that. And you're in my audience, so I suspect so. But I don't blame Hollywood for panicking. I do not blame them for those headlines. If you look at the political sites, they have similar stuff up. It's like the world got turned on its ear last night. And it will affect entertainment. I mean, you know, when there's this kind of a significant sea change in anything, in any industry, right? It specifically tied to politics, because we can't deny right now that politics and entertainment are tied together. Entertainment's pushing one thing, and somebody else. Oh, Morgan King, you absolute crazy person. Holy cow. Brother, thank you so very much. This is twice in 1 week. 50 Culture Casino memberships, my friends. I don't even know what to say. Every time you do that, I'm like flabbergasted. All right. I hope I'm just gonna give you a floral thank you. My gosh, my friend, thank you so very much. You've always been very supportive. Thank you.
Words cannot express the gratitude that comes from towards you on this day. Or they can, but you know, it's just one of those things you say. Thanks.
Okay, I think I collected myself. Wow, Morgan. Thank you so very much, my friend. 50. That is an insane number of members. I hope everybody shows up at the member stream. Oh my goodness, look at all those names. I don't even know. Morgan, you thank you. Thank you. I just know how much money that is, and that's insane. Whew. Thank you. You know what, Eddie Grizz? I think you're right. It's funny, but I think that if they were to have to move on from their current candidate, the current occupant, I think you're right. I think you're right. Daryl's like, wait, you think about your politics? Well, because I don't fall into either political category. I think I've told people this before. Uh, just I never have. Going back to the first time I voted at 18, because of when my birthday was situated, I was actually allowed to vote. And that's an interesting story I would tell people but I sat down and I read everything, from the guides for just all the way down to the city stuff. I'm reading about municipality junk. I read everything. I'd just come out of 2 American government classes, and it was very important to be informed. This is why I always tell people, be more media savvy. You can read a headline and the first paragraph, and roughly that's the information they want you to have, but that may be not all the information. That's a narrative. That's a story. You don't actually get the news anymore. You get a story. You get something shaped around it. That's the difference. It's why I can agree with some people about things, and and then we disagree quite aggressively on other things. So there's that. Okay, I'm trying to catch up with everybody. Yeah, Westfield's like, please send a strong, loud message. I agree. Yep. And Double Back Again's like, 50! Yeah. 50! That's amazing. Yes, Morgan is a generous soul. DMG says, we got tasked to do a 10-minute financial show 3 times a week at 5 p.m. 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Going to look for a few mods and production help. Well, guys, if you're interested, check out Dice Media Group. That'd be pretty interesting. Our friend Jason over at Sci-Fi For Me TV does some wonderful shows, panel shows as well. I would love to have that kind of programming expand, so we need to support what we like. TZ Burton's like, let's get that road to 25K finished, please. When you voted at 18, was that for JFK? I'm not quite that old as this live, but I'm old. I'm old. I grew up watching or experiencing the Jimmy Carter era, and wasn't voting until later. So let's say. Yeah, Jason has a great channel. Love that guy. Yeah, Cyrano, I think this is one of the best takes out there. And I think everybody in media would agree. And I think that's probably why there's so much emphasis, on the panic. It's why, observationally, when you step back from it all, I think that was the thing that was going on. I think it's like, wow, this is so different than what we've been told about this situation for and shouting down the people that were telling you, no, this is actually what's happening in our leadership, and this is the other thing. So, obviously they didn't get too far into the corruption and everything else that certainly exists in our government, but they did illustrate that leadership in some form or fashion is compromised. And there are a lot of people that have just been trying to shout that down, ignore it, whatever it is. I think it's hard to ignore that now. I really do. I do remember the banana splits. It was super fun. Yeah. I be lying if I said this won't become a consideration soon. Thank you, 6. Oh, that's right, D-Bud. You are a little older than me. My goodness, my friend. Oof. Oof. Yeah. And Teases Burton. I came into politics under Carter and Reagan. Yeah. Yeah. Deluxe sweeps in. I haven't seen you in a minute, so I definitely highlighted this comment. Jimmy's brain was a peanut. Well, he certainly hurt the country for a long time. Set us back and gave us a department that has done little to do anything to improve education. In fact, it destroyed it, basically. Look, a lot of things were signed into law under people that were certainly not suited to sign those laws. I think a lot of things that he put in place was a problem. Creating that cabinet-level Department of Education was a problem. Really, it hasn't had the effects. And if anything, we've gotten worse. And, you know, I mean, think about the things he put in place. Education, energy, all kinds of things. That kind of administration, that overreach, that whole unanswerable administrative authority. They're not accountable to the voters or anything. Anybody in the line there is a problem. There's a problem. Why do you think Mail A is so popular? Why do you think he just had a massive legislative win? Because of his economic policies have turned that country around and ceased inflation on important things like food and stuff. Again, I don't talk geopolitics on my channel, but, you know, today's the day. Hoove, you're a little bit older than me, sir. A little bit older than me. But you're a young-looking man. John Gibson, good morning. Yeah, the theme for the banana splits, I have it up here too. So I know of what you speak, Randall Orser. Scott X, what's up? Says MSM acting like Biden's brain hasn't been mush, yeah, for a while. Yeah. I mean, observationally, again, if you are intellectually honest with yourself and step back, you can take a look at lots of things and go, how did you guys not see it? Sorry, Set Light Gaming. I hope you're doing well. Again, this is the only politics day. Hope you're doing well. Oh, hey, Chad St. John. If you ever did a politics-focused channel, you'd have at least one excited viewer. Yeah, it's funny. This channel's initial existence was to talk about the events that were wrapped around entertainment related to politics, and then I'd tone down the politics. I think that's a reasonable thing to do, but it would have to be under like a Rumble thing. I'm still reeling from the fact that Morgan King gifted 50 Culture Casino memberships. Good gravy. Watch The View today, Pyrene Dream. Whee! Oh, Lancelot Link. Yes, Secret Chimp. Man, I love that. Wasn't that just goofy? What else is happening? Oh, Animation Critic steps in and says, yeah, lately it's been a battle of the least worst. I don't know. Okay, so again, we're going to step back and we're going to look at the geopolitics. We're going to look at the politics of the globe, especially in Western politics, okay? You're seeing, again, sea change at that level. The EU governments are now pivoting in an entirely other direction. And there's that. So, it is what it is. You're seeing a pivot to the populism. That happens. It just does. There's always a tidal change. There's always a swinging of the pendulum. So when you look at this and you look at it from the entertainment side of the equation, you're going to get war movies. You're going to get things that are supposed to inspire you. It's usually the direction that entertainment ramps up, especially on the precipice of war. And then you get the war is bad thing that shows up after war is over. There's always a pivot. There's always a pivot. And the question is, because of the reactions that we're seeing, the extreme reactions we're seeing to last night's events, is it starting to accelerate back the other direction? Looking at world events? Maybe. Maybe. It seems like it. And, of course, the establishment media is going to flip out about it. Nano Reaper, 10:30 a.m. is not too early for a beer. I had that mantra usually on the deck of a boat somewhere in the Caribbean, it seems to be related to tropical things. Nano Reaper. 6 is like, you're down to 22K subs. I don't think so, but I may have lost a few, and I'm sorry about that. I thought this Dragon Bricks. You like my weird commercials? Come on. Everybody likes the weird commercials. Right? I wonder if I have a weird commercial. You guys want to see a weird commercial if I can find one? Let's see if I can find one. This is one that I like to run on Sundays. It's loud, though. Please forgive me for it. It prepare your ears, okay? I'm going to have to turn it down when it starts. Let's do it.
Neighbors bothering you with their loud music?
You know what's in there?
Your boss or coworker harassing you?
Wait, what? Who said that?
Maybe you have a roommate who cries in their sleep. Bully Mays here with a solution that proves every problem has a mortality rate. Introducing Shank Crate, your all-in-one monthly subscription box that can take care of those in-your-face issues. Each box contains new and unique materials for you to build your very own custom shank.
Oh my gosh.
And for your protection, the contents of each box are totally secret until you receive it. And not only does it create solutions, it also serves as a creative outlet, like an adult form of Lego.
Oh, yeah. Right? That is a literal knife's edge.
Maybe you, like some of our other customers, have questions.
Can I bring it to school?
Who's ever heard of a pencil not being allowed at school?
Can you store it in a pocket?
Absolutely.
What if you don't, have any pockets?
Your discretion. Whether you're conscientious about the earth or just not opposed to being a good steward of the environment, each Shank Crate and its contents are made of 100% recycled materials to make sure we're environmentally friendly. And if you order now, we'll be extra sensitive to the environment and keep all the original fingerprints on the items for your convenience. All for the low cost of $19.99 a month. Call 626-831-9333 to get your Shank Crate today. If you call now and secure your monthly subscription for only $19.99, you'll get your very own alibi insurance for those slightly stickier situations. But wait again, there's even more. To be inclusive, culturally respectful, and as patriotic as possible, each monthly box is themed after a unique prison in the US of A. So call 626-831-9333 now to get your very own unique, patriotic, and environmentally friendly Shank Crate with your own personal alibi insurance.
Was that weird enough for you? Oh, you guys are on fire in the chat. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Speaking of thank you, for $5, we have the lovely Jillian. By the way, you can put a thumbs up on Super Chats, guys. You should do that. Jillian says, I'd watch a culture political channel. Ah, maybe call it Political Pit Boss. That sounds great. I think I will do that over on Green Machine. Green Machine. Green Machine. Plus Bear Story Time. Man, I've got 2 great channel ideas because I have all the free time in the world. No, I'm just kidding. No, but I thank you very much, Jillian. You were so kind. $5. Amazing. The Hawk Tua meme is weird, man. The people leaning into that. Said like I spent 40 years in politics. I know enough now to leave and laugh at it. I think everybody's laughing. I got a rock. Wait, Animation Critic says you missed the biggest part immediately below. Okay, let me look it up. The Animation Critic. All right. Hollywood. They did this to themselves. I and many others didn't ask for it about meaningless movements and blabbering about a former president who makes their skin crawl. True. The current occupant, the teacher deserve each other. Oh, you're talking about all the stuff inside. The idea and concept of party, but there's something that I've come to really loathe is the amount of tribalism. Yes, which is why I say, and I will continue to say forever, think very deeply about the things that you believe and evaluate them over time in light of new evidence and information. Information is your friend, and having the most of it and compiling a lot of it prevents you from making errors in judgment. Treat it as you would any other thing in your life. You are part of the most advanced citizenship required in this country. You are. Sparky Shoals, hey, what's going on? And for $2, Sparky says, Punkwaddle rocks. Well, I agree with you. That's why I want to work with Punkwaddle some more. Plus, Punkwaddle's pal. He's pretty cool. Hey, Film Watcher, good to see you. Oh, new Embracer Group news? Did you send it to me, Six? Probably. Six sends me presents. Gifties. Speaking of gifties, today was huge. Morgan is still rocked by this, dude. 50 Culture Casino memberships. Plus, we've got all these amazing people out there. You guys are so phenomenal. I'm putting little hearts on all the super chats today because I can do that too. All right. Let's see. Embracer Group news. Embracer. You guys are like, what is he doing? I'm looking stuff up. All right. News. I see stuff from a week ago. I don't see anything new. Hey, Jacob Ironside. Good to see you, my friend. Never mind, it's boring. Okay, well, I went and looked it up. The old man cometh. Hello. Been offline for a while. Needed a break. Well, I'm glad you're back. Welcome back. Welcome back to the same old place that you laughed about. Welcome back. Hey, the Peter Venkman fan site is here. Good to see you, dear. Hope you're doing well. The Embracer Group, the Scandinavian company that bought LOTR rights, or am I making it up? No, you're 100% right. It's very true. Hey, by the way, you did great last night, Latino Slant. I slid in. Also, I love your Klobby homage there on X. I appreciate that. CC Karaoke! Culture Karaoke. Well, I only do that on your channel now. So hopefully I get a chance to do that soon. Death Angel Shadow, it's morning in America. It's breakfast in America. Take a look at my girlfriend. She's the only one I got. Not much of a girlfriend. I never seem to get a lot. Great song. There's finally reason for optimism in a 4-year nightmare. Yeah. Yes. I'm not going to do that girl from the Star Wars thing. John Sebastian. Al, how you doing, man? You good? At this point, will Disney sell Star Wars? I don't know. I mean, what kind of value is there? So you have to ask yourself a question as we get ready to send you over to Midnight's Edge in the morning here in a few minutes. And this is a good question to pose to Andre and Tom too. Look at Star Trek for an example over at Paramount. Star Trek is an incredibly valuable IP. Has been for a very long time. It has it's at a much higher level, more adult oriented, but it still appeals to younger people, and it expands their minds, or it used to expand their minds to broader concepts and the ability to do conflict resolution and things like that, with even like the understanding that sometimes you can't avoid conflict. There has to be conflict. You're put in a position where there's nothing for it. And that's with the understanding that the person writing Star Trek, was very much against that idea and war and everything else. Those conflicts, though, create their own opportunities for learning. And again, Star Trek was great at that and those higher concepts. So they managed to take that, which was very valuable, built up over time, and run it into the ground. It doesn't have a lot of value. What do you think Star Trek is worth now? $750 million? It's not worth $4 billion. So then you look at Star Wars. Star Wars had a book value of, well, not $4 billion. It was like well under that, like $3.5 billion or so. But Lucas wrote some treatments and put some stuff together so that he could have Iger artificially get that price up to $4.04 billion. At that time, Star Wars was still selling merchandise and all kinds of things. The books were still selling. It was still an ongoing and successful enterprise. Well, look at that compared to today. Right? It's not. It hasn't been. Look at everything that's come out. Point to two things that were successful during the Disney Star Wars era. I mean, you don't want films having diminishing returns, which is what you got. You spend a lot of money building up, the real estate in 2 parks in the United States to build a Galaxy's Edge, a Star Wars zone, and you don't even give the fans what they want. You push your new stuff, and then you cut back on the offerings on top of that. That area of each of those parks is dramatically cut back. It's missing vital things. which all theme park areas should have. It's also missing something called a weenie. It has a ground level weenie. I know that sounds strange, but that's what Walt would call the thing that draws your eye. So they spent $2 billion, $1 billion in each location. They spent all of this money. We still aren't 100% sure that the numbers that we have for Force Awakens productions are even done yet. This is telling you a lot of things. Disney doesn't have the value anywhere close to what it was purchased for, let alone what its return has been. And Nick and Coach will tell you, I'll tell you, Paul Chatto will tell you, Latino Slant will tell you, Tom, Andre. I can go down a list of people that are going to tell you Star Wars is not a winner for Disney. It hasn't been. They've taken a win and turned it into a loss. And as Chris Gore says, and Alan Ng says, they took this amazing boys brand and turned it into a female thing. The whole purpose, and this is a stated out loud purpose in front of investors for acquiring Star Wars, was to get the boys. They don't have the boys. There's no boys. Boys are walking away. Girls like Star Wars just fine. Princess Leia was the epitome of what would be a reasonable girl boss. Now, not reasonable girl bosses. So, what's Star Wars worth if they were to sell it? Probably about $2 billion. But they can't. They can't sell it. It's too. It's very tied into Disney. If almost foundationally now, because of how hard the pivot it was to shift it from a boy brand to a girl brand. And that, as Chris Gore would say, because it's so inextricably tied, is going to go down in history as probably one of the worst business decisions ever made. They can teach classes about it. So, it is what it is. Let's see. Sorry, I had to hit the cough button. Thanks for being here, Running with Scissors. I hope you have a great weekend. I want you guys not to forget, before we end, that I have the Friday post-flight today. I have that special guest, the Sundowners Club, who I would love for you guys to go subscribe to. Brilliant man, very funny, personable, and he's going to be my guest for the interview this afternoon. So do check that out. Absolent says, after years of pleading and arguing with the establishment media culture to change course, they deserve all their failures. That's very well said and put very plainly. And I don't think anybody here would disagree. Dragon Bricks is like, think from Disney's POV. They spent money to build new and innovative hotel. Nobody liked it, and they lost money. So Disney concluded that innovation is bad. In some sense, I could agree with this statement, but at the same time, I'm saying it wasn't very innovative. The stuff that they were going to do way back when in Blue Sky with a haunted mansion or with the Tower of Terror or something similar. Could you imagine that the Tower of Terror was actually a hotel you could stay in? Could you imagine having a haunting there? Why is there, if they were going to do something that they've owned forever, that they understood at a core level, why didn't they do Pirates of the Caribbean Hotel? There's room back there. You could build the hotel around the show building so that guests wouldn't know why they were walking around something, or make it part of the grand entry. You wouldn't have to hide it quite so much anymore. There's a lot of different things that they could do that they didn't do. How about having a hotel that looks into the parks? Well, the argument against that would be what a lot of Imagineers would say, is that it, well, destroys sightlines and it brings the outside world in. Fair enough. But you could do it similarly to what they did with Animal Kingdom, where they kind of have a little pathway for the animals. They can shunt them to the hotel and to the park. It's part of the park, but not really. The Grand Californian doesn't look out of place or inobtrusive because of how it's built in California. The Grand Californian overlooks the wilderness area at the theme park. It looks over the Grizzly River Rapids. There were a lot of innovations that they certainly could have gone for. They abandoned many of them. Not to mention the fact that it wasn't much of a concept in that it was basically a prison ship because there weren't any real windows and you didn't really feel like you were going anywhere because you weren't. It's a building. Buildings don't move. Yeah, they did. They lost the boys and didn't get any of the people they were aiming for. Very true. Slender Dad? Hey, what's up, man? Check out Slender Dad on Ascended Arts channel tonight. They have a great evening show right after the post-flight show. So check that out. Might even redirect there tonight. I usually do. They continue to shrink the demographic every day since they purchased Lucasfilm. Basically appeals to no one. This is so true. And Absolent is correct. They cried wolf and killed Furiosa's chances at success it deserves. I agree. Problem. Don't do that. And this is also true. Cavatanio Cavalryman. Che. The stock's struggling to stay above 100. It is. It's being artificially lifted. Not like it was when Peltz was there. But yeah. Novus Gamers, MOBA, says, Trump sniffing Culture Casino. Hey, that's kind of true. Yeah, Biden's hid behind the chat, folks. So. Views with Hughes, Agenda Free News, another great channel. Had him actually on the Friday interview show. He's great. You should check out his channel. He's funny. Morgan King is back on X now. Fantastic, brother. Yep. We got to communicate. I'm going to still have to lean into Discord despite not liking it as much as it is what it is. I'm still going to be on Gilded, which means I got to sign up for Roadblocks, whatever that garbage is, so that my data can get shared everywhere else. But all that's because of the gaming channel and just the ability to communicate with people to game. So, yeah. Why don't you have a link, the link for the stream tonight? 6, it's a good point, but I didn't get up in time. I woke up at 5. I didn't get up at 4:30. If I'd gotten up at 4:30, I could have set up the show for tonight. So, yeah, the link will be up later. Plus, I needed to work on the thumbnail. The Sundowners Club is really handsome, so you ladies will have something to look at tonight. I'm going to be embarrassed to be on screen with that guy. He's pretty. He's really pretty. I'm surprised he doesn't have like 200,000. I mean, he's like Jay pretty, right? He's like Drug 3PO pretty. He's pretty. So, did I say that enough? It's true. He didn't give me like $5 or anything. I'm just saying. Is this live? Gifting 10 Canadian buckaroos. Says, it is worth far less than $2 billion, in my opinion. Any sale would require Disney to retain its IP rights, and the new owner would have to essentially reboot the franchise. Well, a reboot would be good. You could scrub the Disney trilogy from canon. You would have to require them to grant all of the movie rights and everything back to you, everything associated with Lucasfilm. You'd have to have them grant all the rights, including access to all of the media. Then I would put in place immediately a Star Wars show that George wanted to make about the underworld in Coruscant. Oh, is Ruby leaving? Goodbye, Ruby Hoove. Goodbye, Ruby Hoove. I hope you and Hoove have a great day. If Hoove's leaving too, I don't know. I didn't see any of those chats. But I will say thank you to Is This Live. I understand your position. Bye, Ruby Hoove. See you on the flip side. That's right. We got Midnight's Edge in the morning coming up here. Oh, no, in 8 minutes. All right, folks, we are going to wind this down after we come up with a great super chat here from our friend SFXF 314 Sabretooth Raptor for 5 Culture Casino Buccarinos. Says the Star Wars hotel looked like discount basic sci-fi with cheap sci-fi. Channel movie props. Yeah. Sci-fi channel movie props. Yeah. See, you used to have sci-fi. Then it was sci-fi. Still one of the only jokes that landed in the very early seasons of Big Bang Theory. By the end of season 3, they were being incredibly mean to each other, and if you turn off the laugh track, the show becomes rather disgusting and mean. I expect for the Acolyte twin to retcon to create the C-3PO and change your name to Skywalker and move to Tatooine to start a coven and be Shmi ancestors. Well, there you go. You know, TZ Burton, I remember this hotel and the infamy. The infamy. Hey, Biofreeze actually works. They're 6. I have no idea what that other drug is. Randy Thoto says, get up at 4:30 p.m.? No, 4:30 a.m. Yeah. I used to get up at 4 every morning back when I was doing like racquetball and going to the gym at 5. So, yeah. Jay is not pretty? I didn't say that. Jay might have something to say about that. May not be a nice thing, too. Culture, if you start playing Pal World, you might lose track of time. Hey, I'm going to have to play games, folks, and you're going to have to watch it on that game place. Nano Reaper says, we need to get Culture Scene to 1 million subs so we can get Sydney Sweeney on Friday post-flight. That would be amazing, right? I'd love to interview her. She's really funny and smart. She doesn't get credit for that. Yeah. I want to say thanks to Follow the Bradley's Fun for the follow today, the raid. 8 minutes is optimistic. That's true. All right, but we do need to wind down because we really only have 5 minutes on the clock, and I want you guys to all go over there and say hi. Tipping Barn, since a member chat, 19 months. Holy cow, almost 2 years. Says, congrats on the new game channel. It's amazing. Check out That Game Place. We dropped another video last night. Got another one coming. I got to edit one more. I'm going to have to do 2 recordings today, so that's amazing. Raised was gifted a Culture Casino membership by the Sundowners Club. Thank you, Sundowners Club. Amazing. 10 gifted memberships from the Sundowners Club. It's because I said he was pretty. You didn't have to do that, but thank you, Sundowners Club. You are a good doobie. Speaking of good doobies, we've got Copper Indio in the house for 10 Culture Casino cashola. There. Greetings. Culture, the Coruscant underworld would be one of the most interesting aspects of the lore. We would have that could be one of the most interesting aspects of the lore that we could have be adapted to a show format. I agree with you. I thought it was a genius idea. I really wish George had pushed forward with it. And I think it would have been great. I think it would have moved everything forward. The adult audience would have had something to hang on to. And you would actually know what spice was and death sticks and things like that. And maybe that wouldn't have showed up in The Acolyte. The Sundowners Club, once again, as I mentioned before, gifted 10 Culture Casino memberships. All right, folks, I really do have to get going. I will not run over my friends, which means that I've got to jump on this amazing super chat from our good friend, Jillian. Thank you, Jillian, for $2. $2, make me holla, says, for Culture Self-Esteem Fund. You're handsome, too. Well, I don't know about that. I do have to shave, though. I got to go to the dermatologist, so if my beard looks a little thinner or a little shorter, that's why. Is this live? Well, I would give 50, or excuse me, I would give 10 if you, that was a Freudian slip because Morgan's is still ringing in my head. I would give 10 if you called me pretty, CC. All right, fair enough. I'll remember that. I'll just start saying that all the time. Donald J. Skywalker says, wow. Wow. All right, guys. We got to wind it up. Thank you, Scudax, and everybody else who was here. You are incredible. I think I saw Apex Comics. Did I see Apex in the house? I did. Imagine if they sold croissants. Printing money. Yes! Yes. It's midnight somewhere. No, it's not just midnight somewhere. It's midnight's edge everywhere. On that note, be sure to take care of yourself, take care of others, and until next time, Wilton commercial.
Why, hello there, random citizen.
Oh, hey there, little buddy. How's it going?
Have you subscribed to Culture Casino yet?
Well, no,
Friggin' A.
Oh!
These guys, I tell ya.
Oh!
Dang it, I missed. Why won't these guys just subscribe already?
That hurt.
Banana. Thank you, Six. Have a great weekend, everybody. See you.